Hello everyone, parents. Hey, I'm totally making this video at home and it's not going to be super fancy, but I am so pumped because we are in this series called Love Is. And we're talking about what the Bible talks about love is and how it applies to relationships, identity, and sexuality. And on February 8th, we're going to talk about pornography. And we're going to keep it PG, mostly because I don't know if it's possible to keep a G if you're saying the word porn. But we're not going to be like explicit with it. We're not going to go into great detail. We're going to talk about the Bible and I will be giving you more notes on that. But I wanted to let you know that we're doing that and that we really need you to continue those conversations, because as a church, we need to be the kind of people that are educating our teens on what sex is. And honestly, even like what kids, like at age appropriate, we need to be telling them what sex is and why God designed it. And again, what is age appropriate? But I'm telling you, if they have internet access, then Google and YouTube and Netflix, they are going to be educating our kids. And it is such a lie from the enemy what they're saying. I'm going to try not to cry, but I really care that our teens know the truth of who they are and what sex is and how they have value and sex has value. And the way that the enemy twists that makes me so mad. And so whether or not your kids are like, yeah, I don't really care about sex, like it doesn't interest me, like honestly, be glad if they're young and that is not something that they're tempted by, but don't let it stop you from having those conversations. Talk about like, hey, in that movie, how did they talk about sex? How did they talk about relationships? You know, why did they have sex outside of marriage? What's the Bible say about that? Ask them when their friends talk about sex or porn, like what do they say? And again, compare it to the Bible. Age appropriate, keep it real and keep it with them and tell them, hey, I know you can Google stuff. I want you to talk to me about this. Put filters on their phone. Y'all, do you want your kids to learn about sex and have relationships with people that you don't even know that are talking to them about sex? Because that's what the internet does. It exposes them and it gives them outlets to have relationships, people DMing them, people that do not have the best intent for your kid and you do. So let's be on the offense about this topic. Let's look, and honestly, another thing, pray about it. Like literally, if you're like, I don't know how to do this is awkward, we have a God that death couldn't even stop. So conversations about sex, he can handle that. He can make it less awkward. He can help you fight this battle. And also know, you and your kids were not put in this world in January of 2022 by mistake. God will equip you with what you need to live out his plan, even if the world's going crazy about it. We got what we need, everyone. So let's go to it. I'm going to be sending out more info about what we'll be talking about. But I hope that this is just the beginning of us as a church continuing to rise up this generation to live out God's plan on what love is and how it applies to our sexuality and our relationships and our identity.